students, today I want to discuss the new topic probability. This topic is related with some basic terms, fundamental terms. I hope you know it. But I want to recall all these terms. This topic is not only important, but it is a thrilling topic, and it is also connected with countings. So my dear students, you must recall all these things, all the terms of these chapters, and this topic is also important for the class 12. So my suggestion is you must recall all the basic terms and try to know the terms which are very important for the syllabus of class 12. Now, before starting this topic, I want to define what is probability. A measure of uncertainty of occurrence of an event is called probability. Or in other words, we can say that when the occurrence of an event is measured in terms of number, then it is known as probability. Random experiment. It is the experiment whose outcomes cannot be predicted or determined in advance. Outcome. It is possible results of a random experiment. Sample space. It is the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment. Sample point. This is very important. It is each element of the sample space. Each element of the sample space is known as sample point. Event. Any subset of a sample space is called an event. Impossible event. An event for which set of outcomes is empty is called an impossible event. Sure event. An event for which set of outcomes is same. This is very important. As this sample space is called a sure event. And the very example, most important example is, suppose we throw a coin and in throwing a coin we get outcomes as H and T. H and T is sample space. So now if we throw two coins, then we get HH, HT, TH and TT. So the probability of getting at most two head is sure event. At most two head, matlab HH, HT, TH and TT. In this event, all the elements of sample space will be there. HH, HT, TH, TT. So my dear student, in this way we can recall the definition of sure event. Simple event. An event having only one simple point of a sample space is called a simple event. Compound event. An event having more than one sample point of a sample space is called a compound event. These words are very important. Mutually exclusive events. Events A1, A2, An of a sample space S are mutually exclusive. Come, there is a condition. A1 intersection A2 intersection A3, so on intersection An is equal to 5. Means all the sets are disjoint. Exhaustive events. Events A1, A2, so on n of a sample space are exhaustive if A1 union A2 union A3 union an is equal to sample space. These two words are very, very important. Mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Exclusive means set are disjoint, and exhaustive means the union of all these sets is equal to sample space. Mutually exclusive and exhaustive events A1, A2, so on n of a sample space S are mutually exclusive and exhaustive if the events follow these two conditions. AI intersection AJ is equal to phi, where I is not equal to j, and A1 union A2 union A3 so on union an is equal to sample space. These are the conditions following which, obeying which, satisfying which we can say that the events are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Now algebra of events. Complementary event. Corresponding to every event A, we define an event not A, which is said to occur when A does not occur. Thus, the event not A, denoted by a dash or a bar, is called the complementary event of A. Event A or B, let A and B be two events associated with a sample space, then the event A or B, denoted by A union B, is the event either A or B or both. So A union B is equal to collection of element X such that X belongs A or X belongs B. Event A and B. If A and B are two events, then the set A intersection B denotes the event A and B. So A intersection B is collection of element X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Event A but not B. A minus B is the set of all those elements which are in A but not in B. Thus, therefore, the set A minus B denotes the event A but not B, or A minus B, or A intersection B dash. A intersection B dash. Now, axiomatic approach to probability. Let S be the sample space containing elementary outcomes W1, W2, so on Wn. That is, S is equal to collection of elementary outcomes W1, W2, so on Wn. It follows that axiomatic definitions of probability that 0 less than equal to probability of Wi less than equal to 1 for each Wi belongs to S. And probability of Wn plus probability of W2 plus 1 probability of Wn is equal to 1. For any event A is subset of S, power set of A is equal to summation of power set Wi. In this way, we can recall all the basic elements of terms or terms of probability. It will be helpful for you in solving the problem. Now I want to start some problems which will be solved by using counting or also some typical problems. What is the probability that first a non-leap year has 53 Tuesday, a leap year has 53 Wednesday, a leap year has 53 Friday and 53 Saturday. What is the probability that a non-leap year? So my dear student, non-leap year contains 365 days and it will be 56 weeks and 1 day is remaining. So 52 weeks contain 52 Tuesday. 53 Tuesday means the remaining day is a Tuesday. The remainder will be Tuesday. Then it will be 53 Tuesday. So total number of probability for remaining day is equal to 7. So number of favorable outcomes is equal to 1 by 7. So leap year contains 366 days. Therefore, it will be 52 weeks plus 2 days. Since 52 weeks contains 52 days, Wednesday, 53 Wednesday means that outcomes 2 remaining days will be Wednesday. Thus, total number of possibilities of remaining 2 days is Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, Sunday. There are 7 ordered pairs. So number of favorable outcomes is 2. Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday, Wednesday. So hence the possibilities of Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Wednesday, Thursday. So possibilities of Wednesday is, so probability of 53 Wednesday in a leap year is 2 by 7. Total probability of getting 53 Fridays and 53 Saturday. So now you see Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday in a leap year. So required probability is equal to 1 by 7. Now I want to discuss some problem which are based on the formula exclusive and exhaustive events. If A and B are mutually exclusive events, exclusive means दोनों में कोई common नहीं हो. A random experiment and probability of A union B is equal to 0.75. To find the probability of A naught or complement of probability A is equal to 0.6. Find probability of B. So my dear student, you must know the events are mutually exclusive. मतलब A और B में कोई common नहीं है. Means we say in mathematically that A intersection B is equal to 5. Probability of A union B is given 0.75. Probability of A naught is 0.6. Probability of A naught is 1 minus probability of A. Probability of A is equal to 0.4. Probability of A is equal to 0.4. Now probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. That is 0.75 is equal to 0.4 plus probability of B. Since A and B are mutually exclusive event, therefore probability of B is equal to 0.75 minus 0.4. That is probability of B is equal to 0.35. So my dear students, given two mutually exclusive events A and B such that probability of A is equal to 1 by 2, probability of B is equal to 1 by 3. Find probability of A union B, complement of probability of A union B. Given that probability of A is equal to 2, probability of B is equal to 1 by 3. So probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. And it will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. 3 plus 2 by 6, that is 5 by 6. So probability of complement of A union B is 1 minus probability of A union B. And after simplifying it will be 1 by 6. So in this way we can solve this problem by using the formula. Now the probability that at least one of the events E1 and E2 occurs is 0.6. If the probability of the simultaneous occurrence of E1 E2 is 0.2, find probability of E1 dash and E2 dash. Given probability of E1 union E2 is equal to 0.6. Probability of E1 intersection E2 is 0.2. Probability of E1 union E2 is equal to probability of E1 plus probability of E2 minus probability of E1 union E2. Because events are not mutually exclusive. So probability of E1 plus probability of E2 is equal to probability of E1 union E2 plus probability of E1 intersection E2. And this is 0.6 plus 0.2, that is 0.8. So now instead of probability of E1, we can write 1 minus probability of E1 dash. Instead of probability of E2, we can write 1 minus probability of E2 dash, that is 0.8. So probability of E1 dash, probability of E2 dash is equal to 2 minus 0.8, that is 1.2. Hence, probability of E1 bar plus probability of E2 bar is equal to 1.2. There are 4 letters and 4 addressed envelope. Find the probability that the letters are not dispatched in the right envelope. So now first this problem is a mixed problem. This problem is a problem of counting. 4 letters can be put in 4 addressed envelopes in factorial 4 ways. Try to understand. 4 लेटर है, कोई इन्वेलप में डालना है, तो पहले लेटर के लिए 4 ऑप्शन, दूसरे के लिए, तीसरे के लिए 2 ऑप्शन, चौथे के लिए 1 ऑप्शन, दैट इज फैक्टोरियल 4. तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सैम्पल स्पेस इज फैक्टोरियल 4. Now total number of possible outcomes is factorial 4, but all 4 letters can be put in correct envelopes in exactly one way. चारों लेटर वो किसी दूसरे इन्वेलप में तो नहीं देगा, सही इन्वेलप में देगा, तो उसको कितने ढंग से रख सकते हैं? एक ढंग से. So probability that 4 letters are put in correct envelope is 1 by factorial 4. Hence required probability is 1 minus 1 by factorial 4, that is 1 minus 1 by 24, that is 24 minus 1 by 24, that is 23 by 24. इसको दूसरे मेथड से भी बना सकते हैं. क्या दिया है इसमें? 24 सैम्पल स्पेस में एलिमेंट्स है, उसमें से गलत एक ही तो सही है और सब क्या है? इनकरेक्ट है. तो कितने ढंग से हम लोग, सवाल पूछ रहा है कि लेटर्स आर नॉट डिस्पैच्ड इन राइट इन्वेलप्स, तो राइट इन्वेलप एक ही इन्वेलप सही है, बाकी क्या है? राइट नहीं है, यानी 23 राइट नहीं है, 23 by 24. So in this way you can also solve this problem, but this method is very easy. What is the probability that a letter chosen at random from word equation is a constant? Total letter in word equation is equal to 9. Number of outcomes 4. Hence probability of consonant is 4 by 9. So my dear student, in this way today I taught you, I explained you only the basic of the probability and some important problems which are connected with counting. In next video, I will also discuss different types of problem of NCERT and other books so that you would be able to solve the problem of examination. Thank you very much.